Hey everyone, welcome back to Fats Food and Barbecue. So today we're going to be making Polish kielbasa. What I got here is a pork butt. Our recipe calls for 4.4 pounds of meat. This guy is a 14 pounder with the bone in. So what we're going to do is we're going to basically, and it's still a little frozen still, that's right, we're going to cut this thing up, cut it off the bone, and then we're going to weigh out our meat. And then basically we're going to cube it and put it in the freezer for an hour or so. This way it'll go through our grinder easier. But yeah, it's beautiful looking pork, so we're gonna get this thing deboned, all cubed up, and then we'll be back. All right, since our meat's been in the freezer for about an hour now, you can see it right here, it's nice and chilled. So let's get our grinder parts put on. So as usual, our grinder parts have been in the freezer. I always keep in the freezer. Let me get that on. And get our blade, like that. And we're gonna go with a large die. Normally kielbasa has a large die. And once we mix it anyway, it's gonna be a little smoother. Anyway, just like that. Just like that. Move this out of the way. Get this guy in there, just like that. And get our hopper in, and let's grind some meat and get it done. Now this grinder is very loud, so I'm not going to film me grinding all the meat, but we'll get it started. All right, now that our meat's all ground and chilled, let's go through our spices here. So in here, right there, I have 7 teaspoons of salt, 1 1/4 teaspoons of brown sugar, 3 teaspoons of black pepper, 1.08 teaspoons of curing salt, 3 teaspoons of granulated garlic, 3 teaspoons of mustard seed, 1.5 teaspoons of marjoram, and 8.5 teaspoons of milk powder. All right. Right here, I have 1 cup of ice cold water. I'm going to put this in a bowl right here, and we're going to add our spices right to the water, and we're going to whisk them up. Now, this is new to me. Wasn't my idea. I was watching Smoking Joe's barbecue, and got this tip from him. It kind of made sense. It basically evenly distributes the spices in the meat. So thanks, Joe, for that. So we're going to mix it up really good. and put it in there, and we'll get this all mixed up. Ooh, that's cold. Yeah, it's definitely chilly. It's actually getting to the point where it hurts. That's all right. I'm gonna get this all mixed up. And then once we get this all mixed up, we're gonna let these flavors kind of marinate. But first, what we want to do is we want to get it nice and tacky. Kind of like where it doesn't stick to your hand, kind of like that. So we're gonna give a few more mixes, put it back in the fridge, and we'll get the stuffing it. But that looks good to me. Let's see. Ooh, that's cold. That's perfect. All right, so we're gonna get this back in the fridge for a few minutes anyway, and then we'll get the stuff in this thing. We'll see you then. All right, so our meat's been chilling in the fridge for a while. So what we're gonna do right now is get this into the sausage stuffer. So let's do this. And what you want to do is you want to slam it down in there, pack it down so it's not in the air pockets. Oops. Just like that. Smells good, the meat. I'm going to tell you right now. I think these are going to come out perfect. Okay. That's that, just like that. All right. Let's get rid of this glove here. Get this thing going. Now I did oil up my gas as usual. Bring this guy down. Now I've never used these casings before. They're 35 to 38 millimeter Kielbasa casings, which I got from the sausage maker. They've been soaking in warm water and baking soda for about 6 hours now. So let's. I'm also using a bigger tube that I normally use. I think I'm going to actually move that up a little. Do it again. And if this doesn't work, we're going to go onto our smaller tube, but we'll see. All right, we're back. I put the smaller tube on, stuffing tube. Maybe I'm just used to this one. So let's find the end of this thing. Try it again. Moved it up a little bit of water. I got these casings and they're really long, so I'm trying to find the end. Yeah. All right, give me a second here. There we go. Okay. All right, I got my scissors. I'm having a real hard time with these things for some reason, but I don't know why, but that's all right. I'm going to snip right there. I'm going to bring that up over the end, just like that. I'm going to crank this thing down just till we see it at the end, just like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring this out about to there, because we want extra casing at the end, and you'll see why. Boom, beautiful. So let's get these things stuffed. Now we're looking, yeah, it's Kielbasa, so get these things slowly stuffed. They're gonna be long, but these casings seem to be working out great. I'm gonna slowly do this because I'm not that good where I can do it so fast. I need to find a clamp system for my sausage stuffer. Alright, that looks good right about there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull off some extra casing. Just like that. tight. Good. Well, we want it closer down than that, so I'm going to tie it again. Just like that. So now, what we're going to do is we're going to take these two ends, just like that, and we're going to tie them together. Just like that. Do a couple more ties. You think it's easy, huh? Yeah. Tie it. Let's give it another tie. Like that, and one more. Yeah, these things are not easy to work with or tie, but it's all part of the game, I guess. Alright, you got 3 ties in there. I'm going to snip this and move on to the rest. Alright, I Kielbasa this stuff, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these guys on a wire rack and let them sit in the refrigerator overnight. And from the way they're looking, I don't know if they're going to fit here. I may just end up hanging them. I think I will actually. Maybe, we'll see. I don't want them touching each other. I think we'll be good. So we're going to hang these, put these in the refrigerator overnight, and we'll smoke them tomorrow. We'll see you then. Alright, so our kielbasa's been in the refrigerator overnight. They're nice and dry. They're looking and smelling great. So I'm going to smoke these with some apple. I have a mixture of apple and hickory. I'm going to smoke them at 225. We're looking for an internal of about 165. So we're going to just put these hooks on them. We'll hang them in there just like that. And we'll check in an hour or so. Alright, so our kielbasa has been in smoke for about 2 hours now. And it's looking beautiful. We're going to give it another about a half hour or so. I just checked the temperature. It's got about another half hour. And then we'll be back. Alright, so our kielbasa has been in smoke for about 2 hours, 2.5 hours now. Look at them, they are looking beautiful. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get 2 of these guys into the ice bath. Right over here I have. That's going to help tighten up the casings. And this one, I think we're going to slice right into this guy. See how she looks. Now let's just go here. And cut the middle here. And there they are. Look at them. They're juicy, they're beautiful. So I'm going to get this other guy in the ice bath. I'm going to slice this one. And we'll give it a taste. Alright, let's give these a taste here. Yep, that's definitely kielbasa. Tastes fantastic. That was amazing. Definitely a winner in my book. So, thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon. As usual, please like my page, share it, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. Alright, thanks for watching again, and we'll see you soon.